because I believe that cocaine is God's way of saying you're making too much money.
Johnny Carson interviewed over 20,000 guests throughout his career, but only a very few could make him laugh so hard he'd fall over, forget about hosting, or be willing to invite them back again and again.
When I finally solved my drinking problem, I joined Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah, I still drink. I use a different name. That's all.
It was $249,000 to find out it's better to be rich, young, and healthy than old, poor, and scared.
From outrageous jokes to unpredictable moments, these are 15 guests who have made The Tonight Show episodes unforgettable.
Not the same author you are on.
Excuse me, I'm hot. I put toilet paper in here. I know that's perspiring, and I'm sorry. What were you talking about?
Me. Men get older.
Men, it doesn't matter. A man, and a man can be. I met Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
I mean, some men have great sex appeal, even though you know what I'm talking about. Lips. Did you ever meet him?
Yeah, big lips.
He can suck an orange across the room.
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey never viewed an interview as just a place to answer questions. For him, Johnny Carson's chair could also become a stage where every crazy idea could be put to the test. And just minutes later, you'd understand why Carson always let Jim go wild in ways no one could have predicted.
From a bad fall. She's gonna go to school and she'll be like surrounded with kids and they'll be going, well, look what we've got here. Looks like it's time for a little initiation. Grab the teddy. Say, pee-pee. Tee-tee? No, not tee-tee, pee-pee! Kevin Bacon is Batman!
What sets Jim Carrey apart isn't just his comedic talent, but his ability to turn his entire body and face into props. Behind these seemingly spontaneous impersonations lies an incredible talent for observation, enough to transform famous stars or a random story into laughter in seconds. And the following performances are the clearest proof of that.
I think it was about 30 years ago today. I was attacked by a dog. I was standing in the street screaming, trying to get the vicious dog off my leg.
It's staring at me. I've been staring at Leonid Brezhnev. Jack Nicholson. Stern. Clint Eastwood.
Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield once said that he didn't need to invent an unhappy life, because life itself did it for him. From his family and marriage to his doctor's visits, everything seemed to end in the worst possible way.
Well, with cigarettes, my wife and I, we made a deal, my wife and I. We only smoke after sex. We've got the same pack now since 1975. What bothers me is my wife. She's up to 3 packs a day. I don't know. I tell you, since I'm a kid, nobody wants me around, you know? I mean, the time I asked my old man, how can I get my kite in the air? He told me to run off a cliff. Now, I'll tell you, last week was a rough week for me. I broke up my psychiatrist, too. He told me I'm going crazy. I said to him, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly, too. My wife, you can't do nothing right. I always have trouble with my wife. You can't do nothing right, Chester. I mean, I took her to the ballet. She forgot the sandwiches.
But it is precisely these seemingly pitiful experiences that become the material for Rodney's unique comedic style, one that no one can replicate. And the stories that follow will show why audiences never see him out of trouble.
But I'll tell you one thing, when my wife does have sex, she screams. Ooh, especially when I walk in on her. Doctor, he don't help either. He told me to run 5 miles a day for 2 weeks. I called him up. I said, Doc, I'm 70 miles from my house. Got up this morning, picked up my shirt, a button fell off. Picked my briefcase, the handle fell off. I'm afraid to go to the bathroom.
What's interesting about Rodney is that the audience always knows he's about to make himself the victim, but they still can't guess how far he'll take things this time. Each story starts off perfectly normal, then suddenly takes an absurd turn to the point where even Johnny Carson can only laugh. And the following series of comedic antics is the clearest proof of that.
Life's not easy.
Not easy. You can't trust
easy.
doctors either. They're all mixed up. You
really
kidding?
think so, huh?
My proctologist used to be a photographer.
Yeah.
Hey, he took x-rays, told me to bend over and say cheese. He told me last week in his office, he got 6 cases of VD. I mean, he's all right now. I tell you, when I was a kid in my house, I got no respect at all. Even at Christmas. I remember one Christmas, I gave my old man a BB gun and he gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back.
Tim Conway. Tim Conway is the kind of artist who can make the entire set laugh before the story even begins. He doesn't need an elaborate monologue, just a silly situation and then calmly handle it as if it were the most normal thing in the world. It's this nonchalant attitude that Johnny Carson always finds appealing. And his first appearance will demonstrate just how clear that is.
We're starting our 16th year. You have never been on this show.
That's true.
And I know we've asked you before.
Well, you know, I didn't know you did this. No, that's true. Now, we've known each other, what, 4 or 5 years, and you have never said what you do, you know, so I just figured, you know, and I never asked you, so I figured whenever I came over the house, you just wanted people in the business coming over there eating and running films and things, so I just, but they mentioned it the other day that this is what you do.
This is what I do for a living.
No, I just play that each time.
We're talking with Mr. Timothy Conway. Did your mother call you Timothy as a kid?
Well, my real name is Betty, which we had some problems with here. But no, I guess my real given name is Thomas.
Thomas?
It's really Thomas, but my mother's Romanian.
She never quite got the hang
She
of
couldn't
it.
say.
Behind Tim Conway's gentle exterior lies an almost limitless imagination. He can begin with a very ordinary story and then gradually transform it into a scenario so absurd that the audience doesn't know whether to believe it or laugh. And the next 2 comedic acts are the perfect example.
You have a large family. 6.
Is it that many?
6.
Yeah, I guess it's 6. I don't.
6.
Well, they're not brought to me till they're 10.
Those are bad news.
Yeah. So I've only seen 3 of them. But there are other littler ones running around the house. I noticed that.
6 of them.
Yeah.
That's a big family.
Well, I can't sing or dance, and obviously with 6 kids, I have no sense of rhythm. But Captain is going to come out, and I hear Slaying the Captain is going to come out. And what you're expecting is John Wayne, right? It's going to be a 6'7" guy come out and stop this whole thing. Well, what it is a guy who's got about a week left before retirement.
Bob Hope. Bob Hope possesses a rare talent. He transforms his failures into something audiences absolutely love. The more embarrassing or humiliating his experiences, the more confidently he recounts them, as if they were proud achievements. And after just a few stories, you'll understand why he's kept his audience engaged for decades.
Right across it. And the way Ford plays, he doesn't know which course. Wait, that's just a straight line.
Good luck on this one.
He doesn't know which course he's going to play until after his first tee shot. Right? And all at once they said, here they are. See, we all straighten up like this, you know, and we're all straight. And Olivier's right across him, and he went. And the king and queen are right here.
Not everyone can find laughter in situations others would rather forget. Bob Hope did the opposite, from battlefields and tours to bizarre encounters. He brought back anecdotes that, with just a slight change of perspective, would send the entire audience into a fit of laughter.
Dave, so on the way out, I opened the door, I said, hey, goodbye, y'all. And he rushed up to me with an apron on and a T-shirt, you know, with a menu on it, the whole thing. When you get back to Johnny Carson's show, you tell him it's so windy here in Hays, Kansas, that we have white caps in the toilet.
Never thought I'd hear the day when Dave would be the hit of the show.
But we were bombed in Bizerti, and we were bombed in Palermo, and it's in the book. I tried to get under the bed. I didn't know whether to get to between the spring or the... We were bombing, Daddy, and I'm just laying there saying my whole life passed before me. And actually, it was my lunch, but...
Robin Williams. With Robin Williams, the line between an interview and a performance was virtually non-existent. No one, not even Johnny Carson, knew whether he would open with a bold statement, a crazy improvisation, or unexpectedly transform the entire studio into his own personal stage. And just the first few minutes were enough to show why every Robin appearance was a gamble. A gamble Carson was always willing to take.
No, because I believe that cocaine is God's way of saying you're making too much money.
I've seen her once on the shows tonight. He used to be able to sell the show for you. Yeah, the guy with the big machine, the box, hit the box. Yeah.
Senior Wentz was severely stoned to be.
Whoa, my eyes. Where are my eyes? I've had a few vodkas, Johnny. Quickie.
What was most remarkable about Robin wasn't his speaking speed, but his thinking speed. He could take a topic that the entire United States was discussing and then steer it towards a completely unexpected perspective, to the point that the person he was talking to could only laugh because they couldn't keep up.
As we look, you know, I feel the
Then there's Henry Kissinger going, move his arms, move his arms. I hope that one day they go back to Geneva and he and Gorbachev get together, have a couple of fists of vodka, and there's old Misha going, listen. Okay, listen. No, look me in the eyes, you old cowboy. Look here, man, you're right in the eyes. Listen. We'll lose the missiles, okay? We'll lose the missiles if you lose this Luke Skywalker stuff, okay? Obi-Wan Kenobi, come on. Come on, all I want is maybe a little bit of Western Europe and new 3D picture of Brooke Shields. It's a good time, really. It's nice. You have to be careful, though, if you're walking in West Hollywood. The police are different now. It's like, stop! Those shoes don't go with that shirt.
Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore appeared on The Tonight Show as a young girl. But what endeared her to viewers wasn't just her cuteness. Drew possessed a rare naturalness, whether facing a mishap or standing in front of millions. She behaved as if she were playing around in her living room.
It would be kind of easier to talk without my teeth.
What are you talking about?
Some children learn to impress by doing exactly what adults expect. Drew Barrymore, however, was the opposite. She always makes things happen in ways no one prepares for, but with such natural innocence that no one can blame her.
Give me a screen.
Okay.
Just...
Guys, ready?
Okay, we're ready.
Oh, I have a little song for you.
You have a little song for me?
Hmm?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, can I sing it to you?
Well, you sure can.
You got the cutest little baby face. It is so cute, no one can take your place. Baby face, baby face, baby face. That's all.
Frank Abagnale. The most frightening thing about Frank Abagnale wasn't that he impersonated so many people, but that so many people believed him without a doubt. In just a few minutes of conversation, Frank could point out flaws that most of us would never believe.
I said, well, I'll pay you in cash. He said, no, I can't take cash. So I said, oh. He said, I have to bill this back to your payroll account and it'll be deducted from your uniform allowance. I said, oh, that's even better. And I then had the uniform, but I didn't have an identification card. And so I went to a large manufacturer that I found in the Yellow Pages in New York of identification cards, and I told them that I represented an airline in Puerto Rico that was getting ready to expand service to the United States, hire on 200 new employees, and we wanted to go to a formal ID card. Well, he told me, that's fine. He said, let me show you some samples. I said, this is what we're looking. He said, okay, let me give you a sample to take back. And I said, could you fix it up? I mean, laminate it, make it look like a finished product. You can use me in the picture if you like. He said, oh, fine, have a seat. The problem I had is when I left there, it had no name on it. It had no airline's insignia, no name, and it had already been laminated, so I couldn't type anything on it. So I walked by an airplane hobby shop, and I walked in and bought a little model of a Pan Am plane. And I took the decals out of the box and soaked them in water, put the little logo, the check, up on the ID card, and then the word Pan Am, or what went on the wing, across the ID card, and the clear decal on the plastic made a great car. Well, when I first started, I was in LaGuardia Airport sitting in a restaurant, and I'd only had the uniform a couple of days, and a TWA pilot walked in and said, how you doing? Said hello, and he said, what kind of and I thought, well, equipment, I didn't know what to say, so I said, General Electric. And he said, oh, and he walked out. So I quickly found out what equipment meant, what type of aircraft.
If you think impersonating a doctor or defrauding a bank requires an incredibly complex plan, Frank Abagnale will make you think again. Sometimes, what makes a con artist successful isn't their intelligence, but the gullibility of their target.
And when I would be called to the emergency room, I'd walk in, there'd be 2 or 3 interns there, and I'd be called in, and I'd say, what's the problem? And they'd say, doctor, we have a severe cardio here with I didn't know if the guy broke his leg, had a heart attack. I'd say, well, Dr. Carter, what do you think? Well, doctor, I would like to administer 30 cc's of this. Dr. John, I concur. Dr. Jane, I concur. Gentlemen, have at it. And like someone's driver's license, not too long ago, demonstrating for Kroger stores, I walked into a store and showed them that I went through an express lane, wrote a check with my check for $10, and gave the girl the store manager's driver's license. Well, not only was he not me, but he was black and I'm white. And she took
cash the check. A little lax there. We'll be right back.
Over 30 years hosting The Tonight Show, Johnny Carson met tens of thousands of guests. But it was these people, with their charm, spontaneity, and irreplaceable personalities, who created moments that audiences still remember decades later. If you remember another guest who deserves a place on this list, please share it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more interesting stories.